It's time to start disconnecting the transmission linkage. I'm going to disconnect the shifter cable here, and then when I get that off, I'm going to take off this bracket by taking those two transmission pan bolts out. This is a 9/16 bolt right here. The transmission pan has 1/2 inch. Once I do that, I should be able to just drop the entire shifter cable out of the way. So that's that. Put that up there for now. Okay, those bolts are out, and I should be able to get the shift cable out of the way. One of the things I noticed while I was up here is there's a wire that's not connected to anything here. Not sure exactly what that's for, hope to find out. Next thing I'm going to take off is the cable that prevents you from taking the key out unless you have it in park. There is a small little cotter pin right here, which I'll take off, and I'll slip that off of the shaft. And then there's a clip up here. Once I remove that, the whole shaft will pull out of that bracket. Eventually I'll end up taking it off from the top as well, because I'm going to pull the steering column. But for now, I'm just going to get this part off the transmission. The first clip was a cotter pin through this cable, which I can now get off of the shaft that it was on. The second was this Mickey Mouse pin. I just took a very small screwdriver. I ran it through one of the ears, reached up around and grabbed both ends, pulled on it, and it popped right off. Now that both of those are loose, I should be able to pretty much pull this cable right out of the bracket. That is not going to happen. Okay, back to plan B. I'll take this bracket off with 2 1/2-inch screws, and then I'll be able to remove the cable from the bracket. Put the bracket back on, and we'll be in business. Okay, we're going to take the bracket off. Cable's now loose, at least from the bottom end. I'll eventually, as I said, take it off at the top to remove the steering wheel. But for now, I just want to get it off of the transmission. I'll tighten those back up so that I don't lose them. And then we'll move on to the speedometer cable. Okay, I'm ready to loosen the speedometer cable. I have a drain pan here just in case there's fluid at that level. I don't think there should be, but what I'm concerned about is when I let this thing set for a while, I do get a leak around the cable. So if it does start to drip fluid, I'm ready. do not leak. I'll have to see why it drips. There must be some sort of a seal in there that's bad.